Hey, what's going on, YouTube? This is HyperShadow92 here, and I'm here to talk to you about a little something here. As you can see, the thing I'm going to be talking about is PlayStation AllStars Battle Royale Shadow the Hedgehog canceled DLC character. Basically, Shadow the Hedgehog was going to be in the game, but for unknown reasons, they somehow he was canceled, and I don't. When I first heard about Shadow was going to be a DLC in the game, I was like, oh hell yes, Shadow the Hedgehog is back. And then when I come to looking it up, the getting my own copy of it, and I was getting my own copy because Shadow was going to be in it. I was almost excited. I was really excited. Well, no, the truth, I was really excited about it. But then when I found out this, the pictures you're looking at on your screen right now, canceled DLC character, my hopes was just instantly shot, thrown right out the window just like that. But I just don't understand about this because excuse my language, but they basically, Sony just gone and fucked it up, because other DLC characters they have in the game right now, just such as Isaac Clarke. Isaac Clarke doesn't belong to Sony, he belongs to EA, because the Dead Space series comes from EA. And this with EA EA owning Isaac Clarke. So the Sony PlayStation had to make a deal with EA in order to have Isaac Clarke in the game AllStars Battle Royale. But if I can make a deal to get Isaac Clarke in AllStars, how come PlayStation couldn't make a deal to get Shadow the Hedgehog in the game AllStars? This just doesn't make any it just doesn't feel right that they was going to have Shadow and then turn around and cancel him. Because you can see in the model that you have right here, I'm going to give you guys some little disclaimers, proof that this model is absolutely 100% PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale real. Others say that this model is the same one from Super Smash Bros. Brawl for the Wii, and newsflash, it's not. The model on Brawl is when you pause the game and you get Shadow as the assist trophy, and you pause it and zoom up and look around him. This model right here that you're looking at right now from the canceled DLC Shadow character looks like it has quill texturing. I don't know if you can see it from your screen right here because of how the picture's sitting, but if you find the original picture, which I'll have a link to the original picture in the description below, and this model looks like it has quill texturing on it. The one in Brawl does not have any kind of quill texturing because it's mostly one flat color without any light hitting it. If there's any light hitting him, like if you're playing Green Hill Zone, he'll have like dark spots on him where the sun's hitting him. But this model here looks like it has quill texturing. And another disclaimer, others say this is the same model from Sonic Generations. Once again, it's not. The one in Sonic Generations is more modern. It's more HD looking. This one right here does not look nothing like the one in Generations. Even with the shoes, I will admit, the shoes does look similarities to the one in Brawl, but if you look closely to it, they're where the white and the black connect on the shoe. The white part is a little closer to the rings on the bottom of his shoe than it is in Generations. But like I said, this model is nothing like none of the two models I mentioned. One from Brawl, one from Generations. It's none of them. And out of that, right there, let's move on to the model under the texture model. The unfinished ones were untextured. and you can see on the one in the middle and the one on the left side, you can tell that there's no chest fur on Shadow, and the shoes is not quite textured very well in good either. So what this it means is this was a very early concept game model for Shadow, and by this I mean they were already working on him. This is a very early stage texture and early stage model. And if Shadow was in the game, it would have been the best game. It would have been the best. That's all I can say is the words that can describe it. It would have been the best. And after all that, with EA having Isaac Clarke in there, Sony couldn't bother to try and make an agreement with Sega to have Shadow in the game. I really don't know exactly how to say it, other than my hopes was just up. I had all my hopes on seeing Shadow in the game for when I got it and getting ready to purchase his DLC and all that, and then when I start looking him up, I run across finding that he was canceled. I just don't know exactly what to say. I mean, Shadow would have been a great character for AllStars. He would have kicked ass. And I'd like also to know, how would you feel about this? How do you feel about this? And if you wanted to see Shadow, I'd like to know in the and you can leave in the comments, because I'd like to know if you thought Shadow would have been an awesome character for AllStars, and if you thought he would be badass in it, which I know he would have been. So other than that, there's also this rumor going around there's probably going to be a AllStars Battle Royale 2, and I mean, like I said, this is a rumor. They say there's probably going to be a second part to it, but the game sold, the very first one didn't sell very well. It sold like only 1 million copies, and normally that's not enough to make a sequel, but this time they say there's talk about a sequel coming out for AllStars. And if you would like to see Shadow the Hedgehog in the sequel, if it's a sequel really being made, if you want to see Shadow in the sequel, I'd like to know that too. And you can hit the like button. I'd really appreciate that. And you can rate, you can subscribe, and I'd like to know your opinion, because I'd like to know what my fellow subscribers think, as well as I would like to know how everyone wants to know about this, about Shadow being canceled. Because he would have made an excellent character for AllStars. He would have been the best. But other than that, let's go ahead and wrap this video up to a close. And this is Hyper Shadow 92, and I'm signing out.